Welcome to today's lesson in physics. Today we are discussing eddy currents. Eddy currents are the induced currents which are produced in solid conductors which are exposed to changing magnetic field. That means solid conductors like metallic sheets or metallic blocks in any shape which are exposed to a changing magnetic field. An induced current is produced in such conductors. Those currents, they resemble eddies in water. Eddies in water means ripples in water. That is why that induced current in solid conductors is called as eddy current. Thus, an eddy current is a current set up in a conductor in response to a changing magnetic field. They flow in closed loops in a plane perpendicular to the magnetic field. So, what is the direction of the magnetic field? Perpendicular to that direction, the induced current or eddy current is. Eddy currents, they flow in closed loops in a plane perpendicular to the magnetic field. And by Lenz's law, this current swirls in such a way as to create a magnetic field opposing that change. For this, the electrons swirl in a plane perpendicular to the magnetic field. So that is about eddy currents. So thus eddy currents are the surface currents produced when bulk pieces of conductors are subjected to changing magnetic field and they flow in closed loops. And this shows the way in which eddy currents are flowing, and it shows that they resemble the ripples in water or eddies in water. Now here we have an experiment to show the presence of eddy current. Here we have the north and south poles. Between the north and south poles there is magnetic field, and in that magnetic field you have a pivoted simple pendulum, and that simple pendulum, instead of the bob you have a metallic sheet, and that metallic sheet is made to oscillate in that gap between the two pole pieces. So as this metallic sheet make oscillations, the condition becomes similar to a metallic conductor kept in a changing magnetic field. The field becomes changing because this metallic sheet is oscillating. So when this sheet oscillates, as per Faraday's law, induced current will be developed in the metallic sheet. That current only we call as eddy current. So by Lenz's law, the direction of this eddy current produced in that metallic sheet, it changes its direction when the sheet is going away from the magnetic poles and when the sheet is going towards the magnetic poles. In both the cases, the direction of induced current changes. So in the above example, as the plates move, the magnetic flux associated with it changes and eddy currents are induced on its surface. And the directions of eddy currents are opposite. In this picture, here we have the metallic sheet with slotted sheet. Actually, you have a slotted sheet. That slotted sheet is allowed to make oscillation between the pole pieces of bar magnets. If the rectangular slots are made there, the area available to the flow of eddy current decreases, because of which the eddy current decreases and the pendulum plate with holes or slots reduces this electromagnetic damping and the plate swings more freely. So if the slots are not there, very quickly the metallic plate will be coming to rest, and that's what we mean by electromagnetic damping. But in this case, when the slots are made, this electromagnetic damping decreases. So putting slots the block of in the blocks of conductors which are exposed to changing magnetic field is a method to decrease the eddy currents. Eddy currents are undesirable since they heat up the core and dissipate electrical energy in the form of heat. Eddy currents can be minimized by using laminations of metal to make metal core. The laminations are separated by the insulating material called lacquer. So to minimize eddy currents, we can use laminations of the metal. And these laminations, they are coated with an insulating material called lacquer. And the plane of laminations must be arranged parallel to the magnetic field so that they cut across the eddy current path. So this kind of arrangement reduces the strength of eddy current. So the arrangement of laminations is very important. The plane of laminations must be arranged parallel to the magnetic field. So this diagram shows how the eddy current is getting decreased. In the first figure, you can see that you have large ripples of eddy current. In the second one, as the area decreases, that means we are keeping the metallic block in the form of sheets. So the area available for the eddy current decreases, which in turn decreases the eddy current produced and the heat energy lost. Actually, in the making of transformer, we have a metallic core over which two sets of coils are wound. That metallic core, it can be a solid one, but in order to reduce the loss of heat energy or loss of energy in the form of heat, actually the laminated cores are used in transformer. You can see the next diagram, that is in the form of laminated sheets. So this is a method to decrease the eddy currents. That is, first method is to put slots and the second method is to keep the core in the form of laminated sheets. Now, even if eddy currents have got a number of disadvantages, it has got many applications also. The important applications of eddy currents are: first one, magnetic braking in trains; second one, electromagnetic damping in galvanometer, in induction furnaces, electric power meters, metal detectors, induction cookers, speedometer, and induction motors. They make use of this particular principle. When we use magnetic braking in trains, strong electromagnets are situated above the rails in some electrically powered trains. When the electromagnets are activated, eddy currents induced in the rails oppose the motion of the train. And the advantage of magnetic braking like this, it is this: since there are no mechanical linkages, the braking effect is smooth. If you are using mechanical brake system, there will be loss of energy because of friction. But in the case of braking like this, the loss of energy in that form, it is very less. So this shows that rail and wheel of the train. Electromagnetic damping in galvanometers. In galvanometers, actually, there is a spring to provide counter torque. We have already discussed in MCGs. But in certain galvanometers, we are using the method of electromagnetic damping instead of spring. So when the coil oscillates, eddy currents generated in the core oppose the motion and bring the coil to rest quickly. So without using the spring, we can obtain this electromagnetic damping in galvanometers. Now, induction furnace. Induction furnace can be used to produce high temperatures, and it can be utilized to prepare alloys by melting the constituent metals. A very high frequency alternating current, means AC, is passed through the coil which surrounds the metals to be melted. The eddy currents generated in the metals produce high temperatures sufficient to melt it. So this shows simple diagrams of induction furnace. First one, the small induction furnace that can be used in the making of gold jewelries. And the second one, it is an induction furnace which can be used to melt a large amount of metal. In electric power meter, shiny metal disc rotates due to eddy currents. Electric currents are induced in the disc by the magnetic fields produced by sinusoidally varying currents in the coil. In the photo, you can see that disc which we refer in this slide.